Hello, friends. I'm your friend, motivational speaker, language expert, and counselor Ganesh Patil. Today, we are going to discuss difference between continuous past and continuous perfect past. Continuous perfect past shows that action was continued at a particular moment in the past. Continuous past takes subject plus was were plus verb plus ing plus object. For example, Ajay was singing a song at 7 p.m. yesterday. So, yesterday, 7 p.m. was a particular moment in the past when the action of singing was going on. Continuous past shows action in the past that was continued at a particular moment in the past for short time. Please remember, continuous past shows action continue at a particular moment in the past for short span of time. Let us have a look at continuous perfect past now. Continuous perfect past also shows action that was continued at a particular moment in the past. However, it shows the action that was continued at a particular moment in the past for a long time. It started long back in the past and it was continued at a particular moment in the past, and it was likely to continue in the future moment of the particular moment in the past. The difference between continuous past and continuous perfect past is that in continuous past, the action continues for a very short span of time, and in continuous perfect past, the action continued at particular moment in the past and it had started long back and it had been continued for a long time. Let us see the structure of continuous perfect past. Continuous perfect past takes subject plus had plus been plus VING plus object. For example, Sachin Tendulkar had been playing in Indian cricket team in 2005. It means the action was continued in 2005 and it had started long back before 2005. Now that action is not continued, remember. Let us compare and contrast continuous past and continuous perfect past to understand their uses vividly. Continuous past shows action that was continued at a particular moment in the past for short duration of time in the past. Continuous perfect past shows action that was continued at a particular moment in the past for a long time. The similarity in continuous past and continuous perfect past is that in both tenses the action was continued at a particular moment. But the difference between both of them is that in continuous past it was continued for a short time and in continuous perfect past it was continued for long duration of time. Solve this exercise to check whether you understood the difference between continuous past and continuous perfect past. Gautam was living in the US for 15 years in 1999. Identify if the sentence is correct or incorrect. Sumit had been playing chess in the morning. Anuja was collecting funds in 2020. Ratnesh had been opening the door when the guests came. Sham had been learning in the school in 2012. Ratnakar had been writing a letter at 10 a.m. Manisha was living in Pune for 10 years. Nitya was doing yoga every day. Sham was writing a book for 5 years in 2003. Aniket had visited the guest house, but the Prime Minister had already left. You must have answered all the questions. Let us see the answers now. Gautam was living in the US for 15 years. 15 years is a long duration. In 1999, he had been living there, and now he is not there. So long duration in the past, naturally it should be had been living. Second sentence, Sumit had been playing chess in the morning. For morning, half an hour or two he played. So short span of time. So it should be Sumit was playing chess in the morning. Anuja was collecting funds in 2020. If she was collecting funds for whole year, then it should be had been collecting because action was continued for whole year. Ratnesh had been opening the door when the guest came. Now opening the door is a short action. It takes a fraction of moment. So it's a action that was continued for short span of time at a particular moment in past. So it should be continuous past was opening. Sham had been learning in the school in 2012. This sentence is correct. He had been learning in 2012. Maybe he started learning long back, 2006, 5 or years back, and in 2012 he had been learning, and maybe in future also he had been learning, but now he has left the school. Ratnakar had been writing later at 10 a.m. How much time it takes to write a letter? 10 minutes, 20 minutes. So short span of time. Obviously, it should be continuous past. Ratnakar was writing later at 10 a.m. Manisha was living in Pune for 10 years. 10 years is a long span of time, and at a particular moment in the past, this action was continued and it had started long back. Now it is discontinued. So it should be had been living. Nitya was doing yoga every day. This is a completely different sentence. It shows habitual past. So it should be simple past. Or you can take used to or would plus V1. So Nitya used to do yoga every day, or Nitya did yoga every day. Sham was writing a book for 5 years in 2003. Action started 5 years back. It means in 1998, and it had been continuing in 2003 also. So action continued for a long time, continuous perfect past. So it should be Sham had been writing a book for 5 years in 2003. Aniket had visited the guest house, but the Prime Minister had already left. There are two actions. The first action in the past is indicated with perfect past, and the second one is indicated with perfect past. So Aniket visited, but before that Prime Minister had left. So the Prime Minister had already left, should be in perfect past, and it is in perfect past. But Aniket visited guest house. This should be in simple past. Aniket visited the guest house instead of Aniket had visited the guest house. I hope you like the video and you learned the difference between continuous past and continuous perfect past. If you like this video, if it benefited you, please strike like button and subscribe. Thank you.